Okay, so I am going to be going live with my new webcam series, Bumps, Babies, and Boobs, starting on Friday at 7:30 p.m. And I thought that I would give my new webcam a try and just make sure that everything's working. And I was inspired today because I had a very interesting conversation on Instagram. And initially, I went for a run and I was like just trying to blow it off. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. When they go low, we go high, right? But it just didn't sit well with me. And I just feel like not saying anything is contributing to the problem. So without further ado, I'm going to pull up the conversation. Please bear with me as I'm getting used to StreamYard and how this works. But on Friday, I will have a producer. So I can concentrate on just talking to y'all. So let's go through, and what I'm calling this episode is simply My Black is Not White. So let's go in and see what happened today. So I put out a comment on my Facebook talking about breastfeeding sucks. Now, I call myself the boob boss because I'm a nurse practitioner, lactation consultant, and I am so passionate about supporting new parents, new moms, and helping them through the breastfeeding journey and just parenting journey. Because I know when I breastfed my first son, it wasn't easy. And I wish there was so many things that people had told me, that people had warned me about, that it, it just didn't happen. I didn't get that feedback. I didn't get that information. So I've always been really passionate about making sure that every opportunity I get to raise awareness of the challenges of breastfeeding, to support a mom who's having a hard time, or just to make it easier, or to cheer on a mom who's having a great time with breastfeeding, that I get the opportunity to do so. So I put up a post today talking about breastfeeding sucks, and went on to explain why I thought it was challenging and how I overcame those challenging challenges and how it's important to help other women. And this comment came up, and a gentleman who is, per his Instagram profile, a physician, says, no, it doesn't. Okay, fair enough. So I went on to say, and again, I didn't think he read the caption. And I was like, did you read the caption? Because I beg to differ, right? So many women have challenges with it. And the last thing that we need to do is be so dismissive and say, oh no, breastfeeding is fine. And I feel that's what happens to a lot of our moms when they go in and they say, this is hard, or I don't want to do this anymore. A lot of times when you stop and you say, can you tell me more about that? Why? I had a mom the other day say to me, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have had this baby. And it's not that she doesn't want her baby or she's not happy to have had this beautiful, amazing baby. It's because there's so many challenges that are going on. And as providers, the responsibility is to tease through all that pain and all that anxiety and say, okay, what's going on? What's really going on? And how can I help? All right. But this provider went on to say, you sound white in a black body. And literally, seriously, really, wow, that is exactly how I was like, say that to me another way. Like, what are you trying to say? What do you mean by that? A friend of mine went ahead and said, what does that mean exactly? I don't want to make assumptions. But here's the thing, sir. You are a physician. And I don't know if I need to know any more about what you meant, other than that is no place in our profession. There is no place for you to make that comment. So whether it was supposed to be a compliment or it was supposed to be an insult, I don't know how to take it at this point. It's not okay. It's not okay to say that. And I feel like right now in this country, we're just saying and doing stuff and giving people passes when they tell us that we should try drinking Clorox, for example. It's not okay. We need to be careful about what we say, and we need to be mindful. But I think this is largely representative of a larger problem that we have in this country, where it is not okay for providers to say statements like this, which make me wonder how you feel, because you treat people who look like me. And there's a reason why women of color are 4 times more likely to give birth, to die giving birth, than white women in this country. There's a reason why regardless of socioeconomic status. Black people in this country right now, people of color, Latinas, Native American, and Black people in this country are dying at higher rates from the COVID pandemic. So it's not okay. He went ahead to say, I feel what you said. Keep up the good work. Ha ha ha. You are a strong woman. Doctor, I will not put you on blast out there. This is not what this is about. All I can say is do better. We all need to do better. We need to be very mindful of the things that we say. But most importantly, we need to really stop back and think, how do you really feel? And how does this impact the care that you give people? So anyway, that's all that I wanted to say. I just needed to get this off my chest, test out this equipment before we go live on Friday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And the trailer is going to be coming out shortly. We're going to have the amazing midwives from Eastside Birth Center joining us. And we're going to talk about whether moms should be switching to birth centers, which is something that I feel has come up. One of the biggest questions that I've been asked is, should I switch to a birth center now that the COVID pandemic is going on? Am I safe in a hospital? Am I going to be able to have all the visitors that I want? What does that look like? So we're going to sit down with two amazing licensed midwives, and we're going to talk about what it does look like to deliver in a birth center or deliver at home during COVID-19. I look forward to seeing you. Bye, y'all.